Yes,
Darling?
I wanted to ask you, was your sister wearing a wedding ring?
No.
No.
I really just wanted to
Please
ask
sit
you a
down.
question
Sit down, darling.
about Howard's End.
Yes, one point at a time, please. First, now, I want to ask you the name of her seducer.
Her seducer? But I never asked the name of her seducer.
Of course, naturally, my poor little wife, but that's fine. You do have an insight. I wish mine was as good as yours. Now, you must have some inkling. Any hint will help us.
Us? Who's us?
Well, I thought it best to call up Charles.
That was unnecessary.
Well, darling, Charles and I, as gentlemen, we wish to act in your sister's interest. Still not too late to save her name.
But Henry, what are we to ask her seducer to marry her? What if he's already married? You know, one has heard of such cases.
In that case, he'll pay heavily for his misconduct. Calm down, calm down. Look at me. I want to talk to you. What's the matter, dear?
Henry, may I ask you my question now?
Certainly, certainly.
Tomorrow, Helen leaves for Germany. Tonight, with your permission, she would like to stay at Howard's End.
Why at Howard's End?
Well, it is no request, I know, but you know, women in her condition.
I could understand if Howard's End was her home, old home, associations and so on, but she has no associations whatsoever with Howard's End. I don't see why she wants to stay there. She will catch a cold.
Call it fancy, but she wants to.
She wants to stay one night, then she may want to stay 2 nights. We shall never get her out of the house.
Would that matter so very much? No. She will only stay at Howard's End for 1 night. I will stay with her.
You? That's quite impossible. Madness. You must be here to meet with Charles.
What does Charles have to do with any of this?
As the future owner of Howard's End, it has everything to do with Charles.
In what way? Well, answer the question, Henry. Will Helen's condition depreciate the property?
Dear, you're forgetting yourself. Margaret, as your husband, I shall do everything I can for your sister. But I just cannot treat her as if nothing has happened. I should be false to my position in society if I did so.
Helen leaves for Germany tomorrow. Tonight, she asked to stay in your empty house. May she? Will you give my sister leave? Will you forgive her as you yourself have been forgiven?
As I myself have been.
Answer the question, Henry.
As a man of the world, I know that one thing leads to another. I'm sorry, but your sister had better sleep at the hotel. I mean, I have my children and the memories of my dear wife to consider.
You have mentioned Mrs. Wilcox. In reply, may I mention Mrs. Fast?
You haven't been yourself all day.
Why can't I see the connection? You had a mistress. I forgave you. Helen has had a lover, and you drive her from the house. Why can you not be honest with yourself for once and say what Helen has done, I have done?
I'll repeat what I said before. I do not give your sister leave to stay at Howard's End. You understand?